Curriculum for Excellence is the most important and exciting educational reform in Scotland for a generation. Under Curriculum for Excellence, every child and young person is entitled to experience a rich, broad general education up to the end of S3, before formal study for the new qualifications begins from S4 onwards, building on that earlier learning.
We get S1 pupils in quite large groups of between 50 and 60, and we get them debating and sort of throw different scenarios at them. And so we use it as a kind of flexible way of looking at global issues.
So that they may have a brighter future.
There's something that we deliberately do is not to kind of push, well, I'm about to do my English side of the work, and then now it's over to ICT and so on. So I think the pupils have really managed to get that kind of feeling that different parts of the course can be met in a different way, though that isn't rigid.
The aims for me was to raise awareness of global citizenship and open our pupils' eyes to some of the issues that were going around the world. I think it's all about the experience that the pupils get, and I think it works really, really well. It was a real eye-opener to all our pupils, and they enjoyed the presentation and they enjoyed the work that we were doing, and actually empowering them a little bit to see that they can make a difference. We didn't set out to do the hunger lunch, it just evolved from what we'd been doing in the classroom. So
we'd also been talking about this girl who lives in Tanzania who's about our age. So to raise money, we decided to give a hunger lunch of like beans, rice, and I think it was naan bread. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
So the money we raised, we put into this girl's education, and they all wrote letters, and they really enjoyed it, and I think they liked that personal touch, but it was really driven by them.
We had a Bring Your Parent to School day last September that we were involved with, and this was one thing we were quite keen to share, what it was like and what was going on.
One of the main things was come to school and be a pupil for the day when he just started in first year, which was a really fantastic opportunity to come and see around the school and get a real feel for what's going on and be reminded what it's like to be a pupil in a school, which is quite a while since I've done that.
It's important that the pupils don't just see interdisciplinary learning as one-off kind of extravaganzas where they come together, but they actually see it as part of week-to-week lessons.
As a school, we've done quite a lot of interdisciplinary work since sort of 2004, 2005, and I think as Curriculum for Excellence has moved on and we've now got experiences and outcomes to work with, and as interdisciplinary learning has maybe grown as a key role within the curriculum, so I think they felt it was quite real, which I think was a nice thing that we could do with these kind of interdisciplinary approaches.
Get a bit of everything, because you get like geography, religious studies, a bit of art, it's kind of everything merged into one really fun class.
And I think for the pupils, just to do something in a different way, on a different scale, and just have a different type of experience and not think this is English, this is history, modern studies, they just think this is learning. We now have a lot of projects in second year and we're about to have projects in third year, and the projects differ slightly as well, so they're picking up different skills, so hopefully that will build as they progress.
I think one of the main areas I think he's really enjoyed has been working across the different ages across the school, so he'd be working in a group with pupils in first year through to sixth year, so he was really getting the benefit of their experience and support and really having to apply himself in a whole different way of working and thinking.
We're asking 12-year-olds to stand up and present or deliver their thoughts to a group of 50 or 60 of their peers. That's quite a scary thing to do for quite a lot of them. I think they get used to it very quickly. It becomes second nature, and the confidence that they have is just building and building, so those skills are being developed.
It's clear that they've come up from primary schools that have embraced Curriculum for Excellence and all that brings.
Even when they were in primary school, they were starting to work towards more of the Curriculum for Excellence approach to learning. That certainly hasn't felt like a huge shift change for him when he's come into secondary school. It's been very much a natural way of working. It's still very structured, and they're still really getting down into the sort of nitty-gritty of the different subject areas. That's something I find really reassuring. That still is absolutely the case. I think it's a good balance.
To find out more, visit the Parent Zone website. And you can have your say at the Engage for Education website.